Hold out your hand, flip it around like this, and then touch your pinky to your thumb. Check if you have that muscle right there called the palmaris longus. If you're missing it, then congratulations, you're part of the 14% of the population that is just more evolved than the rest of us.
I went in for a haircut today, and I only asked for a couple inches. I just wanted a trim. They cut off all my hair. It's bigger than my fucking shoe.
Metabolite, bitch. Take it, fuck me.
Hit the strip out of school, couldn't wait till I got out of class. Used to stare at the clock and shit. Before all this rap shit, I was gang banging and doing half beats on the cops and shit. And I'm straight from the shop, but I ball like a king of the cow.
Gay men in the 60s used the word swag to identify each other, as the acronym meant secretly we are gay. Psychopaths tend to overuse the words and to try and appear normal in conversations. Beatles concerts were said to smell heavily of urine because of all the overexcited girls. Whenever your dog looks deeply into your eyes right before they poop, it means that they feel vulnerable and they trust you to keep an eye out for them. Dogs will actually sneeze when play fighting to show that they're playing around and they don't actually want to hurt you. Whenever your dog leans on you and puts their whole weight onto you, that's actually their way of telling you that they love you.
Guys, I got a box! A Chipotle box! Ah! Let's go get a burrito. Oh my god! I'm so fucking excited! It tastes so much better when it's free!
Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. Your penis has rifling, that's why the stream twists. Girls who are born at altitude reach puberty a lot faster than girls born at sea level. In some cases of brain surgery, they peel your face forward like a banana peel. You thought I was gonna do it. You thought I was gonna cut my hair. That's short too? Oh, you're fucking crazy. Why on earth would I cut my— I did it. Pranked.
Guys, I got a box!
A gay TikTok box.
It's full of paper!
Wait, no, just kidding. There's stuff under the paper. This is seriously the coolest thing ever. Oh my god, dude. Does it look like I'm celebrating Pride yet? Because I now feel and smell pretty gay. Thankfully, caterpillars are unable to burp. But could you imagine if they could? That wonderful scent you smell when cutting grass is actually a chemical distress signal. You're sniffing the silent screams of your own lawn. If a child is given birth to underwater, it can live the rest of its life underwater.
Use an ice cube to get gum out of the hair, okay? Because it hardens it up and makes it easier to get out. If you're worried about whether or not your breath stinks, what you have to do is lick your wrist and then smell it. Because that's what it smells like to everybody else around you. If you're trying to call out from work and you want to sound sick, what you have to do is hang your head off the bed, that way you sound more congested on the phone. Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. If you were going to very carefully cut off all of your skin, you could survive about 3 days after. If you ever have a dream that's in black and white rather than color, it means that dream's going to be stored in your long-term memory rather than the short-term. While it can be kind of hard to tell, most people can actually hear the difference between hot and cold water being poured. Next time somebody tries to steal my fucking wallet, I'm ready. I'm prepared. I got some protection. They're gonna be like, bitch, give me your money. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. Yes, dude, please take my wallet. I should warn you though that it is possessed by an actual demon that will torment your life. So good luck with that.
Sometimes I like to tell unfunny jokes on purpose just to see who's gonna laugh. That way I can tell who has a crush on me. If somebody's ever like, hey, we need to talk, you need to be like, yeah, we do. That way, you're both stressed out. If you upload all your photos on Tinder upside down, the person's gonna have to flip their phone around to see you and realize that you're fucking ugly. So they're gonna swipe left, but actually they're gonna swipe right and you just gotta match. The loudest word ever shouted was quiet. It is impossible to speak while breathing through your nose. Don't try it. Don't do it. What are you doing? I just said you can't do— What are you doing? Getting angry when you hear other people breathing is called misophonia, and it's actually a brain disorder. If you have a hard time taking pills, try remembering this, okay? If it's a tablet, swallow with your chin up because it sinks. But if it's a capsule, swallow with your chin down because it floats. So whenever your child's watching TV, make sure that you put on the subtitles, okay? That way they learn spelling and verbal skills at the same time. So if you're a smoker and you can't quit or you really don't want to quit, try drinking more black tea, okay? Because it's been proven to prevent lung damage caused by smoking. Seeing somebody that you're in love with their hair wet should make you more attracted to them. Convincing yourself that you slept well, even if you didn't, will actually trick your brain into thinking you did, and you'll feel better throughout your day. But the opposite is also true. If you go all day like, oh, I'm so tired, like, I didn't sleep that good, you're gonna feel horrible. Falling in love has the same neurological effect on the brain as getting high on cocaine. If you earned $100,000 a day since the day Christ was born till now, you still wouldn't be as rich as Jeff Bezos. We actually know how to make car doors silent when you shut them, but it freaks people out and makes them think it's still open, which means that every car door sound was engineered to sound that way. Nike's famous slogan, "Just Do It," was actually inspired by the last words of a murderer on death row. Most people get uncomfortable if their TV or radio volume aren't divisible by 2 or 5. People who speak 2 or more languages subconsciously change their entire personality when they switch from one another. Also, if you're bilingual, I got a question for you. What language do you think in? For some reason, it's really hard for our brain to just make up other human faces, so the strangers that you see in your dreams are people that you've seen in real life. If you're frying something in a pan like bacon, if you just add a little bit of salt to the pan, it'll stop the grease from splattering back at you. If you're on the phone with customer service and just stuck talking to a robot, if you keep clicking the pound button, it'll force the system to let you talk to a human. If you're like me and your hand's just too big to get the chips at the bottom of the Pringles can, one thing you can do is get a piece of paper and just shove it in there. That way they all come out without making a mess.
I just crush them up and drink them.
I just accidentally bought a pair of pants that don't have front pockets! It makes me want to be a grown man I've ever met on. Why? Why would you take the pockets out of my pants? I speak for every girl when I say this. We want pockets! Did you know that people with blue eyes and people with brown eyes actually see differently? If you have blue eyes, you have much less melanin compared to those with brown eyes, which just means that more light is able to pass through, so you're more sensitive to it. Like, my eyes are blue, and for me personally, I can't even really go outside without wearing a pair of sunglasses because it's just too bright. But this also means that I have better night vision than somebody with brown eyes because all the melanin acts as natural sunglasses. Like, this is what brown eyes see at night versus blue eyes, and then blue eyes, brown eyes during the day. If you ever want to learn a new language, try watching kid shows in that language to pick up on it faster. From here on out, when you're applying for a job, make sure you ask them what their company's COVID response was. If you have a girlfriend who wears bras, make sure that you scratch right underneath the bra band, especially where the clips are. It feels amazing, especially after a long day. But if you don't have a girlfriend, but you have a dog who wears a collar, scratch underneath the collar. They're going